Well, it's been a minute since I last made a fragrance video, and in this video I'm going to share with you my top 10 summer fragrances. It's actually fragrances transitioning from spring to summer. My top 10 spring to summer fragrances that I will be wearing in the next few weeks leading up to the hot midsummer. Now, in midsummer, I do change perfumes to more beachy, super solar, midsummer hot weather fragrances. I'll do another video on that one. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you basically my top 10. Doesn't mean that these are the only ones I'm wearing, but my top 10 that I'm going to be reaching for transitioning from spring to summer. These will really elevate your mood. It will complement the weather. You know how spring tends to be a little bit temperamental in terms of, changes. It's going to go from cold, rainy days to bam, suddenly warm days. So these are all kind of fragrances that will elevate your mood no matter what spring day you're having. Where I live, spring has been a little weird this year. It just started to get warm and it has been raining, and we've had rainy cold days, and then we've had pretty hot, warm, almost summer-like days. So these are all fragrances with temperamental spring weather in mind. It's transitioning into summer that I've selected. So if you want to find out what they are and what notes they have, what kind of mood they put you in, do they project, do they last, do they get compliments, all that good stuff I will share with you. So let's just jump right in. Hi my lovely people, welcome back to another fabulous fragrance video. If you are new to my channel isn't just about fragrances. It is a one-stop shop for everything beauty, everything fashion, high-end and luxury. So my channel does focus on high-end and luxury style living, and that includes beauty reviews, like makeup reviews like Dolce & Gabbana, Chanel, Dior, Guerlain, all those high-end luxury makeup reviews. You will see on my channel I do a pretty good job of reviewing makeup, if I say so myself. And how I started on YouTube was fragrance reviews, so I do fragrance reviews as well, just like this, from fragrance hauls to fragrance reviews, from designer to niche fragrances. And then I do luxury fashion reviews and hauls, high-end luxury clothing or high-end luxury bags and SLGs, Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Gucci, Dior. I even do contemporary brands like Coach. If that sounds great to you and if you want to live a fashionable, luxurious life, this is the one-stop shop for you. So let's just jump right into this video about fragrances that I'm using transitioning from spring to summer. Essentially my summer fragrances, but they're spring summer fragrances rather than them being 100% summer fragrances, because when it comes to midsummer, like I said, I change to much more solar fragrances where it's very much like beachy notes. I'll do a different video on those. So I have them lined up right back here. I am in my perfume closet, by the way, you guys. I have over 500 fragrances. I used to have over 700 fragrances, but I curated it down. So now it's a little bit more manageable, I should say. And actually, those 200 that I eliminated, some of them are still available. So I do have a website, Salon Cleo. It's www.saloncleo.com right here, where I sell full bottles and samples of fragrances I have in my collection. Now, full bottles are ones that are mostly, a lot of the full bottles I have have never been used or lightly used with box, some without box. So it'll all be mentioned on the website. Then I also let you sample my perfume collection by purchasing samples. So I have like 2 ml, 5 ml, 10 ml samples that you can purchase from any of my fragrances, niche or designer. So if you want to purchase samples, try a perfume before you buy it, out there on wherever you're buying it from. You can test it out through samples from my collection, or if you see a full bottle that you love that you want to add to your collection for a lesser price than what's available on the market, I guarantee the best price for you. I cross-check all throughout, whether it's on the discount websites or regular websites. I price check and I price my fragrances pretty well, so check it out. I also have just become a partner of this fabulous Ayurvedic 100% natural body scrub, sandalwood and coffee body scrub brand. It is called Scent of Serendib, and they are fabulous. Actually, I was a customer before I became a partner, so I will put the website name right here, www.scentofserendib.com. You can get these just luxurious sandalwood scrubs. There's a white sandalwood that you actually scrub with milk. You will feel like Cleopatra, you will smell like Cleopatra, and your skin will slough off all the dead skin, and it'll give you like the most supple glow. A lot of people have actually bought them and commented under my videos. You will not know until you sample them. Just try and get a couple of tubs and try them out, and you will be hooked. We have white sandalwood, red sandalwood, which is even more medicinal, and then there's coffee scrub that is so great for your cellulite, to reduce appearance of cellulite, and the white and red sandalwood really take away the dullness on your skin and really gives you really bright, supple skin. I had foot surgery, so I have not been able to use my scrubs in a long time because I had to shower it's like a operation to shower. I've had to go like a month now without those scrubs, and I can tell the difference in my skin. It's getting kind of like dull, so when I use those scrubs, my skin really glow. But anyway, let's jump right into the video. So the first fragrance that I am going to use, this is a perfect transition fragrance going from spring to summer. This has some aspects to it that is kind of like, it's not a heavy hitter, but it's kind of medium. So it has some qualities that allows you to wear it on a not so hot day, and it goes from not so hot day to pretty warm day type of fragrance. And it has some fruity notes and stuff that remind you of summer. So this is the newest fragrance release from Carolina Herrera. This is La Bomba by Carolina Herrera. I just bought this. As you can see, it's still in its box. So here is this beautiful butterfly bottle, which is so fantastic. That is so cute, so girly. It's pink. I just love the way the bottle looks. This kind of reminds me a little bit of, where is my Viktor & Rolf stuff? Oh, it's right here. I don't know why I'm looking back at my niche fragrances. All of my designers down there. I think it's back there. It's really hard to reach. But it reminds me of like a Viktor & Rolf Bonbon. That same type of bottle. It feels like it too. It's absolutely beautiful. Beautiful bottle. I got the 3.4 ml, the largest size, I believe. So let me spray this. So this is kind of a bit of a heavy hitter for a summer fragrance. Honestly, it can even be worn throughout the year. Ooh, I got a huge whiff of that dragon fruit. Oh, this is beautiful. This has a little bit, this almost has a little bit, it's kind of weird to say this. This almost has a little slight hint of a masculine vibe too, which I love, even though the bottle is so girly and everything, but it's very sexy. Now, this has peony, which is a very girly, obviously, very girly fragrance note. Ooh, that beautiful, slightly powdery smelling peony that is, delicious. This has dragon fruit note, which gives it a, what can I say, summery feeling. Very fruity, juicy feeling to it. And then you can smell that very heavy dose of vanilla in here. So there's a lot of vanilla. there is a little bit of a solar vibe in here too. So I'm gonna assume that there is a little bit of like solar notes, whether it be jasmine or something like that. Definitely more like, it could be even orange blossom. But anyway, yeah, it is absolutely beautiful. It's kind of has this refreshing quality that some of the men's fragrances have, but it definitely smells feminine. But it has that little bit of like edge, the sexiness. When I say it has a hint of masculine, I don't mean it smells manly. I mean it has that edginess that men's fragrances have, that women's fragrances don't quite often have. And it also has that refreshing kind of vibe in the way that you get in men's fragrances. I feel like I really love this. It's very sexy. It's a super sexy fragrance, and this is great for transitioning from spring to summer. This may not be the best on a hot beating down type of summer day, like in the middle of summer. If you are on vacation on a beach, may not be the best one, because it has it's a bit of a heavy hitter, like a medium hitter, I want to say. So I don't want you to get nauseated or anything like that, but you could wear it, like if you are, let's say, on vacation, you're going out to dinner at nighttime, that you can definitely wear this, because again, it has summer notes, but it's a little too strong to be worn during the day on a very hot beating down summer day in the middle of July or August, for example. So that's what I think. The lasting power is insane. This lasts a long time. I would say close to 8 hours, if not more. And projection is very good. It projects pretty far. As far as compliments, I have not been able to wear this out yet, so I don't know. I'm about to wear it. So I've actually worn it a couple of days around the house, just like running to, you know, a couple of errands, not really being in public that much. But I need to wear it a little bit more to really know if I will be getting a lot of compliments. But I would assume that it would. It has a bit of that sort of like, I don't know, has a bit of that solar vibe to it. So it's very sexy. It's sweet, but not overly sweet. It has a, not even salty. It has like that sexy skin vibes, you know, like you get from solar fragrances. It has a little bit of that while being sweet, and that dragon fruit is very fruity and refreshing, and the peony is just the perfect feminine touch to this fragrance. So that's what I think of that. So that is one of the main ones I'll be wearing transitioning into midsummer. Then I have another new release right here. This is the new Giorgio Armani Power of You fragrance. I actually reviewed this in one of my videos, recent videos. What was that video? Oh, a perfume haul. Yes, I've already hauled this. If you missed that video, check it out. So in that I talked about how this fragrance is basically sweet, sugary passion fruit nectar in a bottle. Okay, I don't need to spray it. It's pretty potent, by the way. This is not necessarily a daytime fragrance. It can be, as long as you're wearing it right now, which is why I'm mentioning it in this video. Going from spring to summer, when the weather isn't so beating down hot. Now, I am talking about where I live and majority of the areas that have seasons, obviously, right? Those of you who live down in Florida or somewhere where it's always warm, you will still have rainy, colder days. You will still have, you still have nighttime. So this is great for like a nighttime fragrance. This is not one. Ooh, delicious. I would wear, like I said with La Bomba too, during the day on a beating down hot summer day in middle of July or August, because it's very much a heavy hitter. It's a projector. It is a strong fragrance. This reminds me, when I was a little girl, my mother used to make passion fruit juice freshly from passion fruits, and then how you get the juice out of it is by putting the passion fruit like the the seeds and all the nectar, like you put it in and you put sugar and you kind of send it through a sifter. So that pulp right there with the sugar mix, that potent smell of passion fruit mixed with sugar, that's kind of what this reminds me. And then in the middle of that, you smelling all those beautiful floral notes that are in here. There's ylang ylang in here. That is a gorgeous solar fragrance note. Not ylang ylang. It has frangipani. I'm sorry. They're very similar in the scent, but frangipani is this beautiful solar fragrance floral note that is absolutely stunning. So there's a bit of frangipani, one of my favorite floral notes. And it has that beautiful, like, sweet vanilla base that is absolutely beautiful. It's delicious. It smells like, again, passion fruit nectar mixed with sugar. Makes me want to kind of like eat it, drink it, you know, like almost forgetting that it's a fragrance. And it has that beautiful floral notes that really give it that passion fruit nectar a floral twist, you know. This is very sexy date night, appropriate for like summer date night. If you're on vacation, going out to dinner, you can wear it during the day, but right now, going from spring to summer when the weather isn't in the 90s and the hundreds, right? So I would say 70-degree weather, this is a great one even for daytime. For rainy days during this time, this is great. This will really elevate your mood because it's delicious. It'll make you smell like a walking delicious treat. Okay, love, love, love this. Now, if you want a delicious gourmand fragrance or gourmand fragrance for this time of the year, going from spring to summer, this is the most gorgeous hypnotic beauty that there is. I'm almost willing to say this is the #1 fragrance in my collection right now. That's a lot to say. A big statement when you have over 500 fragrances that you absolutely love. Now this is M. Michailov's Purple Love. At the moment, this is my #1 in my collection. Oh my goodness, this is such a stunning, 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 drop dead gorgeous fragrance. This is a gourmand. This has some really delicious gourmand notes. I'll mention them here in a minute. But this opens with a bit of pink pepper, which is a very sexy fragrance note that kind of elevates your mood. It's kind of like supposed to be like releasing happy thoughts in your brain or something like that. And it has a bit of bergamot, which is gonna give you that citrus twist. And it has almond, which adds to that delicious gourmand notes in the base. So it really marries, the top marries the bottom because there's almond in the top, and then there are those gorgeous gourmand notes on the bottom. I'll talk to you here in a minute about them. This also has some gorgeous, beautiful feminine floral notes like rose and ylang ylang. Okay, and then in the middle, I think you get actually not the base. In the middle, you get the gorgeous, delicious gourmand notes, which are madeleines, one of my favorite cakes of all time, madeleines and chocolate. So you can only imagine that rose with the chocolate and the madeleines. Oh, the ylang ylang, this is so hypnotic. And that almond really steps in and marries those chocolate and madeleine notes. That really, almond really takes it to that next level of deliciousness. It gives it that almost like, I don't want to say Play-Doh, you know, like that thing you get in hypnotic poison. Now it's kind of like that, but with delicious, delicious chocolate and madeleine, those beautiful sweet notes. And then there's a big dose of vanilla in the base and a nice blast of musk, which makes any perfume very, very sexy, as you know. Oh my God, this smells like a drop-dead gorgeous woman in a very sexy evening cocktail dress. Okay, stilettos, very much like that who's that girl kind of fragrance, you know, like who's that girl, la 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 la, la. Kind of that kind of fragrance, you know. I mean, it's like that it girl fragrance, like who's that girl, woo, she smells amazing, kind of like she's beautiful, smells gorgeous kind of like fragrance. This one, I mention it now because this is actually an all year round type of fragrance, but I think it's really gorgeous right now because it has ylang ylang in it, and it goes from spring to summer, beginning of the summer. If you wear this in the middle of summer, like when the weather is really hot, then wear it date night or dinners. You know, if you're on vacation, wear it to dinner. If you're going on a date, wear it on date night at nighttime. But you can wear it in the daytime right now when the weather is in the 70s or whatever, and there are rainy days. It'll really elevate your mood. It'll be so delicious, so gorgeous. So right now, going from spring to summer, this is one of the main fragrances that I'm reaching for. And by the way, I have a discount code for this one. Code CLEO, CLEO 10 will get you 10% off on Micallef website. I believe that's the only place this is available at the moment. It has not been released to other retailers, I don't think. But yeah, oh, this is gorgeous. And you will get free shipping to the US and Canada, and of course European Union. Then I have another new release. I still have it in the box because I need to do some YouTube shorts about these. So I'm keeping them in the box for now. But I have been using these. And it's another Carolina Herrera fragrance. This is the new Carolina Herrera Good Girl Jasmine Absolute. This one, I love the little jasmine on the sexy shoe there. This one, you guys, is really beautiful jasmine fragrance. However, I want to say that I have something that smells similar to this in my collection. For the life of me, I can't think of which one it is. Oh, this is a beautiful jasmine fragrance. It's not a dirty jasmine. It's a very kind of clean, sweet jasmine that's in here. You're not gonna get that sort of like the the little like dirty kind of smell that jasmine has. The indolic jasmine. It's not an indolic jasmine. This is a sweet, clean jasmine, and it's sweet because it has a beautiful gourmand note in the base. I will talk about it here in a minute. But in the opening, this has like bitter almond and a juicy blackcurrant note. So the blackcurrant note kind of juices up the opening, gives it a little bit of a refreshing smell, and then that bitter almond kind of marries the top to the bottom, as in like the beautiful, delicious gourmand note in the bottom really matches well with the bitter almond, really makes perfumes smell sexy. Then this, of course, has the jasmine, beautiful Jasmine Absolute. And there is a musky vibe to this fragrance. Whether the musk is revealed in the notes or not, there's a musky vibe, which makes it very sexy. It has a toffee note in the base, which is a gourmand base, essentially a sweet toffee note in the base, which makes this fragrance sweet. So you probably saw a pattern here. So going from spring to summer, it seems that sort of heavy hitters, not even heavy hitters, like medium hitters, like medium strength fragrances like this that have those summer floral notes or summer fruit notes, but has a nice, delicious gourmand base that has a gourmand vibe to it. Really works well going from spring to summer before the weather gets too hot, right? Oh, this is again another great date night kind of fragrance. Very, very feminine, very woman-like, very girly, very sexy. It's a little musky. Again, it's sexy because it's musky slightly. Very, very sexy fragrance. However, I have something like this. Cannot think of what it is. It's just like it's on the tip of my tongue. One of my jasmine fragrances smell like this. Now I cannot think which one it is. One of these days I'll figure it out. This is what happens when you have too many, 500 some fragrances. Can't remember which is which. Like the names and everything, kind of like it's a lot. Okay. And then I have this gorgeous beauty. This reminds me a lot of spring. It actually reminds me of this time of the year, going from spring to summer. It's a great spring fragrance as well. This is Love at First Sight by Une Nuit Nomade. This is a niche French fragrance house. They make very unique fragrances. So is Micallef, by the way. Niche French fragrance house. The #1 fragrance house in my opinion. The Micallef, that is. Not this one, but this one's really good too. Micallef is right here. That's my Micallef collection. I have the largest perfume collection from Micallef. And then I have Killian next. So if that tells you something about how much I love them. Now this is from Unui Nomad, another niche French fragrance house. This one is a very, very unique fragrance. I will guarantee you, you're not going to smell like anyone else. Like no one else is going to smell like you around you. Same with when you wear those beautiful Emicla fragrances. No one else is going to smell like you. Now the problem with designer fragrances like the Carolina Herrera ones, you know, and the Armanis and stuff, because other people will have them too. There will be someone else that smell like it. Whereas with niche fragrance houses like Unui Nomad or Emicla, you know, like this one for example, when you wear this, you can almost guarantee that you're not going to run into another person who's wearing that fragrance, okay? You're going to smell so unique. Anyway, this one is a very unique fragrance because, oh, it's a fruity lilac fragrance, you guys. You know, lilacs, the way lilacs smell is like no other floral note. It has this very fairy-like, you know, smell to it. And then you add that passion fruit note. This is another passion fruit fragrance, but the lilac is the queen in this fragrance. You can smell the lilac the most, and that juicy passion fruit that's not overly sweet, whereas the passion fruit in You fragrance is super sweet, like passion fruit nectar, whereas passion fruit here is almost like a tart, more refreshing fat passion fruit that you haven't added sugar to yet. So, and it's kind of slightly tart passion fruit that with that very refreshing, beautiful fairy-like lilac is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, it has ambroxan in the base. There's no sweet notes in this fragrance. This is not an overly sweet fragrance. It's a very feminine, fairy-like fragrance. This has ambroxan in the base, which is basically the synthetic version of ambergris, which is a note that you get from the stomach of the sperm whale, which gives you that sea vibes, which gives you that sexy skin vibes, like the salty, sexy skin you get on the beach vibes. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, this is the synthetic version of it. So it has a bit of that ambroxan vibes. Oh, so beautiful, very refreshing, very feminine in a very fairy-like demure way. So that is a great one. It's great spring fragrance. It's great going from spring to summer. And that is one you can wear in the middle of summer, even on hot days, because it's very gentle. All right. It's not a huge heavy hitter. And if you want something powdery and pretty, here's the one for you. Sonic Flower by Room 1015. This is another fabulous French fragrance house. No one else will smell like this when you wear it, because no one will know how have this fragrance. This is a powdery, clean fragrance. It's a very crisp, clean smelling, powdery iris fragrance. Blue purple flowers like iris, you know, violets, things like that smell powdery. And this is actually orris root, the root of iris that's in here that smells also very powdery. And it has this very clean, crisp, musky note to it. Has a very delicate, beautiful, clean jasmine note. And it has a weird note, which is carrot seeds, which is there adding it a little bit of this, like, it's hard to describe, kind of slightly green vibe to it, you know? You know, like that carrots and carrot seeds that have that scent? That's what it adds. It adds to that smell of the smelling like a fairy in a garden, you know? Very much a clean, crisp fragrance. This is a very clean girl type of fragrance, I would say. It goes from spring to summer because it's a powdery fragrance. Absolutely love it. I do have a discount code for this too. I don't remember it now. It's like one of those complicated ones. AFF10_Cleo, I think. I'll flash it right here. On the Room 1015 website, you can get a 10% off this fragrance with that discount code. Oh my gosh, this smells like a very pretty, classy fairy, you know, that kind of fragrance. This is something you can wear on a rainy day to like a beating down Sunday. Essentially, it like goes from spring to summer seamlessly. Then I have this gorgeous beauty right here. This is another gourmand smelling, a bit of a hard hitter, so it's perfect, but it has very summery, fruity fragrance notes in here like mango. This smells sweet and delicious. This one is definitely a very heavy hitter, okay? A very heavy hitter. It's a nighttime, mostly nighttime fragrance, or if you're going to wear it daytime, wear it now. Going from spring to summer, don't wear it on a hot summer day, like 100-degree weather. No, 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 this is too strong for that. Let me tell you, when I say this projects, let me tell you a story. I made a mistake because this one is like a mango fragrance, so I thought I could wear it by the poolside because I love to wear fruity fragrances like, you know, this one right here. This is Xerjoff Cruz del Sur 2, which is also a mango fragrance. That's one of my favorite poolside fragrances. So I thought I could do the same with this, and I wore it poolside during the day. Oh my Lord. I was wearing it, and everybody in the 100-meter, if not bigger radius, could smell me. I got compliments, yes, but I left the chair I was lying by the poolside. I walked away, and when I walked back towards where I was sitting, I walked into my own scent cloud. I left by the chair. It was still lingering around the chair. That's how strong this is. So this is definitely a nighttime fragrance for spring, summer, going from spring to summer, especially date night, nighttime. If you're on vacation at a resort where it's nighttime to dinner kind of fragrance, this has a very delicious, super juicy, dripping mango nectar smell to it. It's so delicious. It has a whipped cream note, which again, very kind of lactonic gourmet kind of vibes. It has raspberry. It has some solar floral notes. It has, in addition to the whipped cream and mango, it also has a very beautiful caramel note. So it's very gourmet. So it's very much like a very delicious, sweet mango nectar dessert kind of fragrance, you know, like a mango sweet, very sweet mango dessert. There's of course vanilla. There's silk blossom. There's not a lot of floral notes in here other than silk blossom, which is not a very distinct kind of floral. And it has amber in the dry down, and it also has vanilla, and it has a hint of patchouli. So, and which might explain why this lingers so much and projects so much. But if you are not into patchouli, which is kind of an earthy smelling fragrance, then you will not like this. But that delicious sweet mango nectar is what dominates this fragrance. You can barely smell the patchouli. Oh, really gorgeous fragrance. And look at this beautiful bottle. Oh my God. These bottles of M. Micallef, they're hand painted, and these rhinestones are all hand studded. Isn't that gorgeous? I love displaying these bottles. This line of Ananda line of M. Micallef fragrances. Did I even tell you what this is? This is M. Micallef Ananda Royal Mango fragrance. Oh my gosh. It's absolutely stunning right now, going from spring to summer when the weather isn't too hot. It's perfect. You can even wear it like a day like today. Where I live, it's been raining. It's not raining today, but it's a little bit overcast, and in the like the high 60s, low 70s kind of weather, this is perfect for right now. And if you wear it in the middle of summer, then wear it nighttime for date night, summer date night. Or if you're like on vacation, wear it when you go out to dinner or do something at nighttime. Another all-time favorite of mine is this one. Do you see how much juice I have sucked out of this? Look at that. It's half gone. This is Bachmi by Bulgari. So this fragrance is beautiful, delicious, almost edible smelling white floral. Now, I don't know where that hypnotic edible vibes come from. There's definitely a gourmet note in here that's marrying so well with the floral note gardenia that's in here. This is a white floral, like I said, a gardenia fragrance. I know what it might be. There's a big dose of vanilla and a big dose of amber. So those together gives it a bit of a gourmet twist to this fragrance, but not too overly sweet gourmet. Like very lightly kind of gourmet twist. This smells delicious. If a flower could be eaten, that's what it smells like. Oh my gosh, this is so delicious, beautiful, so amazing. I bought the matching body soap for this. I am so excited to wash with that and then wear this fragrance. Oh my gosh, it is so I mean, it's a huge compliment getter, by the way. Did I tell you about compliment getterness of this fragrance? These are all compliment getters. The only one I don't know anything about quite yet are the new ones, Carolina Herrera 2 fragrances. The other ones I have already gotten compliments on. Oh, this is so beautiful. I love this. Then I have another beautiful, sweet, mango, delicious jasmine fragrance. This is again from Room 1015. This is called Jasmine Freak or Jasmin Freak. This is a solar fragrance. However, it is sweet enough and dense enough, or medium hitter kind of fragrance that is, you know, like substantial enough to where right now, even the weather isn't too hot. Oh, this has got a beautiful mango note, although it's not as prominent of a mango note as the Michelaf one. This one smells like definitely dripping mango, whereas this is more of a mango hint with jasmine being very prominent. It's a very sweet jasmine. Oh, so beautiful. I think this has amber too, and it's not just jasmine. This has that tuberose and ylang ylang, so it's very solar. The whole middle of this fragrance is right after it opens, it goes into that solar fragrance. In the opening you get the mango, but then it goes into a very sweet solar floral smelling fragrance with that tuberose that has a very bubblegummy kind of like smell to it, and then the ylang ylang with that very solar vibes and jasmine. And it has cashmere, which is kind of a cozy note on the dry down. A lot of musk. It's a very sexy fragrance, but it's strong enough that you can start wearing it in the spring and into the middle of summer, actually. So you can wear this day and night kind of fragrance throughout spring, throughout summer. That sort of beautiful fragrance. This could be a very big one you bring, like one of your main fragrances on your summer vacation, to bring on your summer vacation. I sure will. Last but not least, I have one from Soradora. This is Soradora Mallow. This one is a beautiful, like sweet, powdery fragrance. This smells like it's a violet fragrance. It smells like violet candy dipped in violet powder. It's like a violet flower dipped in violet candy powder, kind of like an explosion of it, you know, like it's just beautiful. It's like candied violet, like violet candy. It's what it smells like. Makes me think of like fairies wearing flower garlands and flower crowns, just dancing in a meadow kind of fragrance. It's very beautiful, very super feminine, beautiful. Right now, when the weather's not too hot, going from spring to summer, this is a great fragrance. It's a great spring fragrance, but going from spring to summer, it's amazing. I love this. Like candied violet is all I can think of when I you know, look at this fragrance. Where's the name at? Right here. Mallow by Soradora. I actually have a discount code with them as well. I think it's Cleo10. For the Soradora website, you will get 10% off. This is so beautiful, you guys. I love it. It's delicious smelling. It smells like violet candy. It's perfect for this time of the year, especially a day like today. All right, you guys, that is it. Those are all the fragrances that I'm using right now going from spring to summer before it gets too hot, and then I switch to the beachy fragrances, okay? So this is what I'm using mainly, but that doesn't mean I'm not using some other ones. I'm probably rotating anywhere between 20 to 30 fragrances at any given season. These are just the top ones that I know I'm going to be reaching for deliberately. So yeah, so let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. What are you wearing right now? Where do you live? Do you live in a place where there's seasonal changes? And what are your favorites to wear in this type of weather? Let me know down in the comment section. And also, of course, go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you love this type of fragrance reviews, or whether you love, you know, a luxury bag, handbag, SLG hauls, reviews, fragrance hauls, reviews, or makeup hauls and reviews, or luxury clothing hauls and reviews, or, you know, body care, skincare, that kind of videos. This is your one-stop shop for everything luxurious, from beauty to fashion. So go ahead and subscribe. Really helps me out to grow this community so I can be encouraged to make more videos, and also follow me on other social media. And don't forget, I just uploaded a collection video, my Louis Vuitton Takashi Murakami white multicolor collection. I just put that video up. I shared my entire massive 25 plus pieces in the collection. That video, don't miss that, check it out. And also I recently uploaded a Dolce & Gabbana makeup review. That'll blow your mind. That was more than I ever expected. Pleasantly surprised. Check that video out as well. Stay tuned for a Louis Vuitton bag and some other goodies haul coming up soon. And also I got a Gucci one coming up, a Gucci fashion haul. So stay tuned for all that. I'll see you guys in my next video.